sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bucs and the Bulls, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from SoFi. Bucky Irving now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the seventh-year pro, comeback player of the year contender last season in Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
Throw, first play with Mayfield. Complete to his man, Sterling Shepard. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Baker now from the gun. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll run here following the penalty. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10, it's Mayfield. Got a man, Palmer has it. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still first down.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to push this down to the 12. He gets him a bunch of yards back, 9 on that play, and it's 2nd and 6.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Right back to Irving now. And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Running back sent in motion. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Darius Davis to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the 5th-year pro who can really fill up a stat sheet, Justin Herbert.
Hey, let's be honest. The only reason the Chargers drafted in the top 5 was because Justin Herbert wasn't available all season long. An injury cut short his year, but it really didn't cut short his production while he was playing. Still over 3,000 yards and 20 touchdowns. Kid, I can tell you, this is one guy that I love. I mean, I love to watch throw a football.
Here's the first give to Gus Edwards. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. He's got a man left. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert completes beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And they take him down right along the 30.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
On the ground, it's Edwards again. Brushes him off with ease. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Going to the ground again on first. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Vontae David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Sticking with Edwards here. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Yaya Diaby brings him down. We'll get an injury stoppage. That's one of the Chargers who's pretty shaken up and being tended to. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Brown's kick is up and good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Tucker now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Mayfield on 1st and 10. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Irving here from the gun. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. From the 42. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flat. To throw is Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Irving on the inside give. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Stopped that time by Marcus May. It's going to be 2 on the pickup, but that's going to bring up 3rd and 13.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Putting the tight end in motion. 3rd and long, Mayfield. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They bring the tight end in motion. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back him up.
Delay of game. Offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Mayfield now from the gun. That pass complete to Irving. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
At the end of one, a field goal for each side, but no one has found the end zone just yet. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This ball's caught by Palmer. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Mayfield to throw again. Has it in close. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Herbert back to throw. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Tight end going in motion here. 2nd and 10 now. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Man in motion here. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. The Buccaneers and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Completes this one to Otten. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. He finds Evans, left side. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, here's Baker. Caught by the open man. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They give to Irving, left side. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
Once again, Irving. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Baker now from the gun. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Buccaneers take a 13-point lead. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
Chargers 3.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
All these rappers just talk about it, going up, I ain't got no sky limit, yeah.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. The big play nets them 17 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Herbert on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. But at that defense, they're flying around and making the play.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on first is Herbert. Completed over the middle. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That stop made by K.J. Britt.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Herbert now off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Chargers will have a first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Running behind center with Edwards. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. That's why they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Quick slant complete. Touchdown, LA. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Tucker now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Going with Irving here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. And I'm looking for that to be called again.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still first down.
Set him back 5, it's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Motioning the tight end now. From the gun, Mayfield. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On the give, this is Irving. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They motion the slot man right. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag. Man in motion headed right. Now here's Mayfield. Able to hit Palmer, complete. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's the give to Irving. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped that time by Marcus May. Just 1 yard on the play. They're left with a long 3rd and 12.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. And it's the Buccaneers looking at 3rd and 12. Brought in right side. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, Herbert. Ball finds his running back, Gus Edwards. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 41. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 3rd and short.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
On 3rd and 1, it's Herbert. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now Herbert again. He just throws this one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. It's Herbert once more. Johnston brings it in. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Herbert throwing again. This ball's cut by Palmer. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Herbert to throw once more. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert from the gun. Catch is made in close. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers make it a 1-score game before halftime. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. On the return, here's Irving. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Buccaneers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Mayfield on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little shorter than 35. The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Baker throwing again. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Now a carry by Irving. And this one does not go far. 3 yards on the carry, and now they face 4th down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. So we've reached halftime. Only a field goal game so far. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. They've got first down from the 31. Here's a give inside to Edwards. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They'll try the right side with Edwards. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. It's an option to the left side. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. He finds McConkey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
It's Edwards on the carry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Handoff headed right, Irving. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They'll motion a tight end left. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. Running it after the penalty. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They kick the running back in motion. Hits him on the out route. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Third down. Here's Mayfield. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we're going. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? But it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Chargers take possession. Markers reset, ball at the 37. It's a handoff here to Edwards. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackle made by Kalijah Cansey. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They motion the tight end over. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Chargers will have a first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Handoff headed right, it's Edwards. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So out now comes the punter. J.K. Scott will kick it away. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First down, here's Baker. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Baker now from the gun. Chargers bringing the pressure, and they got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And they could really use a good one here. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Edwards on the shotgun handoff. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
On the ground, it's Edwards again. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got him tackled behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Sticking with Edwards here. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. That stop made by K.J. Britt. Only a couple of yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. To the air this time, Herbert able to get it to Edwards. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's Buccaneers football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on for one final quarter. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Running right, it's Irving. And he finds some space up to the 22-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. A tight end in motion now. From the 22 on second down. And he's brought down for a loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field. They were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. To throw is Mayfield. Got his target, it's Otten. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Baker now off the play fake. Completes this one to Otten. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Evans, the motion man here. From the 27. He's on the move. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Offense set for a first and 10. Running back sent in motion. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
They give to Irving, left side. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay.
Delay of game.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 3rd down.
Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Here's Baker to throw. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're left facing a 4th down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover it. He tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Herbert. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing on first is Herbert. Finds a man right side. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. From the 46. Brought in right side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Herbert to throw once more. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more, or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Got a man. Palmer has it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Herbert from the gun. On the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Punting unit out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 1st down.
Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 2 yards on the run. Still ground to make up, though, as they face 2nd and 13.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
2nd and 13. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Straight ahead, it's Irving. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Buccaneers leading by 6. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Once again, Irving. And this one doesn't go far. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Right back to Irving now. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll throw it. He completes it in traffic. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Looks like he got it to the 27. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
It's victory formation the rest of the way for these Buccaneers, who take a knee.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
After one final kneel down, partner, and this should do it. So it's a win for the Buccaneers. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.